Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good day to you, depending where you are in the world. We are here live in London. It's a nighttime devotion. We're reading from the devotional To Be Like Jesus. The title today, an exhaustless source of instruction and delight. Job 38, 4 and 5. Where were you when I laid the foundations of the earth? Tell me, if you have understanding, who determined its measurements? Surely you know, or who stretched the line upon it? To Adam and Eve was committed the care of the garden, to dress it and to keep it. Genesis 2:15. Though rich in all that the owner of the universe could supply, they were not to be idle. Useful occupation was appointed them as a blessing to strengthen the body, to expand the mind, and to develop the character. The book of nature, which spread its living lessons before them, afforded an exhaustless source of instruction and delight. On every leaf of the forest and stone of the mountains, in every shining star in earth and sea and sky, God's name is written. With both the animate and the inanimate creation, with leaf and flower and tree, and with every living creature, from the leviathan of the waters to the mote in the sunbeam, the dwellers in Eden held converse, gathering from each the secrets of its life. God's glory in the heavens, the innumerable worlds in their orderly revolutions, the balancings of the clouds, as in Job 37:16, the mysteries of light and sound, of day and night, all were objects of study by the pupils of Earth's first school. The laws and operations of nature, the great principles of truth that govern the spiritual universe, were opened to their minds by the infinite author of all. In the light of the knowledge of the glory of God the Father, 2 Corinthians 4:6, their mental and spiritual powers developed, and they realized the highest pleasures of their holy existence, as it came from the Creator's hand. Not only the Garden of Eden, but the whole earth was exceedingly beautiful. No taint of sin or shadow of death marred the fair creation. God's glory covered the heavens, and the earth was full of his praise. The Garden of Eden was a representation of what God desired the whole earth to become, and it was his purpose that as the human family increased in numbers, they should establish other homes and schools like the one he had given. Thus, in course of time, the whole earth might be occupied with homes and schools where the words and the works of the God the Father should be studied, and where the students should thus be fitted more and more fully to reflect throughout endless ages the light of the knowledge of his glory. So if you think about it, exhaustless source of instruction and delight. Exhaustless is non-ending. Instruction means forever learning, and delight, forever enjoying with contentment. And as always, The very last paragraph just sums it all up. The Garden of Eden, which Adam and Eve were put there to tend and to go forth and multiply, was supposed to grow and expand and cover the whole earth. But because of sin, that didn't happen. And they had to be barred from the garden, and then the garden was taken away. The Garden of Eden was a representation of what God desired the whole earth to become. It was his purpose that as the human family increased in numbers, they would establish homes, schools like that one all over the world. Thus, in the course of time, the whole earth would be occupied with homes and schools, learning, loving, worshipping, living as our Creator lived, learning from him. And that is what will happen when the Savior comes, takes us to heaven. God willing, it takes me too. Takes us to heaven. And we will be there to continue to live and learn and be as was intended at the first. I hope you'll be there too.